Archangel Michael says, finally, you open this special message sent by God. My child, if you skip this, your door of the blessing will close forever. Open it quickly. Archangel Michael says, from the very moment you opened your eyes today, heaven was watching close. There has been a divine stirring around you, something no human eye can fully see, but which has already begun shifting the course of your destiny. The fact that you are reading these words now is not coincidence. It is a celestial appointment that was written long before you were born. For months, perhaps even years, your soul has been crying out for answer. You have been wondering why certain blessings have felt delayed, why opportunities seem to pass you by, and why unseen forces sometimes pushed you into valleys you didn't understand. But God has heard every silent prayer, every whispered plea, every tear that has rolled down your face when no one else was watching. Archangel Michael says, this message is not an ordinary one. This is a holy decree, a divine unlocking meant for this exact hour of your life. Many people will scroll past such a message, thinking it's just another set of words, but for you, my beloved child, this is a heavenly invitation. A sacred key has been handed down from the throne of God, and it is resting in your hands now. You have faced betrayals that would have broken others. You've survived seasons where the darkness tried to snuff out your light. You've stood in battles where invisible forces warred against your peace, that somehow, by a power beyond your own, you made it through. Archangel Michael says this is because your destiny is too important to be destroyed. God himself has commanded that your story cannot end in defeat. Every moment you doubted yourself, every time you looked in the mirror wondering if you were truly chosen, heaven took note. There were times you felt unseen, unheard, unworthy of miracle. But this is the truth. Heaven has been waiting for this exact moment to whisper your name and to tell you, your blessings have been prepared, and your door is finally ready to open. There are spiritual gates that no human hand can touch. These are doors only heaven can unlock. For years, these doors were protected, sealed, hidden until your spirit reached this point of readiness. Archangel Michael says, God is saying, now is the appointed time. The chains are breaking. The resistance is being shattered. And what was once withheld is being released. But here's what you must understand: this moment is fragile. It is sacred. If you scroll away or silence the voice you're hearing now, you may miss the divine timing set before you. Blessings have windows, and this is your window. The heavens are saying urgently, open it quickly, for the angels are already in motion. Archangel Michael says, the enemy has long known about your future blessing. Dark forces have been working overtime to cloud your mind with fear, with doubt, with voices telling you that nothing will change. But God's light is far stronger than any shadow. This message is heaven's way of piercing through every lie, every stronghold, and speaking directly to your heart. There is a spiritual war you have not seen fully, one that has been raging over your destiny. Angels have stood guard at your side even when you didn't feel their presence. And now, Archangel Michael has been dispatched not just to protect, but to deliver, to hand you the scroll of divine promise that says, your season of delay has ended. Your appointed blessings are breaking forth like morning light. As you read these words, imagine an enormous heavenly door standing before you. It's ancient yet unbroken, carved with golden inscriptions only heaven can write. This door is your divine inheritance, and the key to open it has just been released into your hand. Archangel Michael says, do not hesitate, beloved one. Push it open with faith and courage, for behind it is everything you've prayed for, and more. There are treasures with your name on them, promotions, reconciliations, miracles of healing, sudden financial breakthroughs, divine connections that will elevate your purpose. These are not fantasies. These are heavenly assignments waiting to descend into your life. But until now, spiritual lots kept them from reaching waste. Because your soul had to be refined, prepared, strengthened to carry the weight of the blessings that are coming. You've walked through fires that burned away fear, climbed mountains that built unshakable endurance, and weathered storms that taught you wisdom. Now, heaven says, you are ready. Archangel Michael says, in the unseen realm, angels are placing divine scrolls into your atmosphere. Your name is being spoken in rooms you haven't entered just. Doors of influence, prosperity, and love are being prepared to swing open. The delays have not been denials, they were alignments. Every rejection was a redirection toward this very moment where you finally open the message heaven has been trying to deliver. And this is why skipping this word would be costly. If you ignore this message, the blessing doors timed perfectly for this season may close and wait for another appointed hour, perhaps months or even years from now. But you are not meant to wait in or. Right now, even as you read, I, Archangel Michael, am standing beside you. My sword of light is cutting away invisible chains that bound your breakthroughs. Forces that manipulated your opportunities, siphoned your finances, and attacked your peace are trembling because they know your spiritual covering has arrived. Your future is not small. Heaven is not preparing just a single blessing, but a floodgate of abundance. You will see victories in areas where you have suffered the longest. Relationships will heal, promises long forgotten will reawaken, and hidden enemies will be exposed and ruined. Archangel Michael says, I see into your spirit, and I know you have carried burdens no one else understood. Nights where you questioned whether you could keep going. Days where you smiled on the outside, but battled silently inside. Heaven saw it all and recorded every moment, every tear. Now, God is answering not with just comfort, but with power. You are stepping into a supernatural release that will make sense of every trial. You will soon look back at the hardest seasons of your life and see how heaven was secretly building you for an unshakable destiny. The key word is movement. Everything that was stagnant is shifting. Delayed blessings are accelerating. Lost opportunities are returning multiplied. Angels are moving in ways faster than human understanding can grasp. There is also a warning woven into this message. The enemy will try to distract you from this moment. Even as you read, there may be thoughts urging you to stop, doubts whispering that this is not for you. But Archangel Michael says, do not let those lies steal what is rightfully yours. This is the hour where faith must rise like never before. God is not just opening one door. A series of divine doors are aligned, waiting for your yes. Imagine walking through a corridor of miracles, each door leading to another blessing: financial release, divine healing, reconciliation, restoration of everything stolen. This is what heaven has prepared. As you embrace this word, you are signaling to the spiritual realm that you are ready to step into the flow of divine favor, ready to claim promises that no force of darkness can block. I, Archangel Michael, declare over you, your season of waiting is ending. Your enemies are being scattered. Your hands are receiving new keys of authority. and the very atmosphere around your home is being filled with angels of breakthrough. You are not reading this by mistake. You were guided here because heaven refuses to let you mess what belongs to you. The angels assigned to your life are celebrating even now because they see chains falling, they see doors opening, they see miracle taking form. Remember, this message is sacred. It is not to be taken lightly. Your blessing door is here. Open it quickly, my child, and watch how heaven responds. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, the heavens have been holding this message for an appointed time, and now it has been delivered into your hands. There are divine secrets you have not yet known, mysteries about your destiny that only the throne of God could reveal. Today, they are being unveiled because you have reached a turning point that will shift the very fabric of your life. Imagine a vast library in heaven filled with scrolls that bear the names of God's children. On one of those scrolls, written in light, is your name. Angels have been waiting for the moment they could bring it to earth and open it before you. That moment is now. For years, you have felt something calling you forward, an unseen hand nudging you through storms and toward unseen destinations. You survived trials that should have destroyed you because heaven had already written a future far brighter than your pain. Archangel Michael says, child of God, the time for hiddenness is over. The unseen blessings that have been stored up for you are descending now like rain from the heavens. What was once delayed is about to manifest in ways that will leave even your enemies in awe. You may feel unprepared or unworthy of such divine abundance. But know this, God does not choose the perfect. He perfects the chosen. You were marked for this breakthrough long before you were born. Angels have walked beside you in moments you didn't recognize them. When you felt utterly alone, when you sat in silence wondering if God had forgotten you, we were there guarding, guiding, interceding on your behalf. The reason you are reading this now is because the heavens cannot wait any longer. The portals of blessing have swung open, and divine timing has aligned. You are standing at the edge of a river of favor, and Archangel Michael says, step in, beloved, for this current will carry you into victories you once thought impossible. This message is not for everyone. Many will pass by blinded by distraction, unbelief, or fear. But you are different. You are spiritually sensitive enough to recognize when heaven speaks. That is why this message found you at exactly this moment of your life. God is orchestrating a sudden shift in your circumstances. The divine hand is moving people, opportunities, and resources into position. Like a master chess player, every move is deliberate, and every move leads to your triumph. You must know this truth. The battle over your life has been fierce because your calling is extraordinary. The forces that rose against you weren't after the person you were, they were after the destiny you carry. Archangel Michael says, I have fought for you in realms you cannot see. Demons that sought to devour your blessings have been struck down. Dark plans meant to derail your path have been shattered by the light of God's command. You are no longer prey to darkness, you are stepping into victory that only heaven could deliver. From this moment, expect unusual signs of divine intervention. Conversations will happen that you didn't arrange. Doors will open that you didn't knock on. Blessings will appear in places you least expect. This is because angels are actively working to bring your heavenly inheritance to earth. You are entering a harvest season. The seeds you planted in tears, in perseverance, In faith, even when everything looked impossible, these seeds are bursting forth with abundance. You have watered them with your resilience, and now heaven says, it is time to reap. Archangel Michael says, your steps are being ordered in ways you cannot fully understand. A divine light will illuminate your path so clearly that you will know which doors to walk through and which ones to leave behind. Do not be surprised when people from your past resurface, seeking forgiveness or reconciliation. Do not be alarmed when unexpected opportunities appear, seemingly out of nowhere. These are orchestrated by heaven as part of your elevation. This is not just about one blessing, it's a chain reaction of miracles. One breakthrough will open another, and another, until your life overflows with the goodness that was promised to you long ago. I, Archangel Michael, am declaring a prophetic release over you. Hidden wealth is being transferred into your life. Relationships divinely chosen for you are entering your path. Every stolen dream is being restored sevenfold. Your spiritual authority is increasing, making you untouchable by the forces that once oppressed you. The heavens are thundering with victory over your name. The scroll bearing your destiny has been opened, and angels are running with assignments to deliver what belongs to you. You have prayed for guidance, and today it has sunk. This message is not accidental. It is your spiritual alignment with heaven's timeline. By reading and receiving these words, you are saying yes to the flow of blessings waiting at your doorstep. Archangel Michael says, child of God, lift your head high. The shame you endured will soon be replaced with iron. The confusion you walked through will soon give way to divine clarity, and the battles that exhausted you will soon become the very testimony that lifts others to hope. Even now, angelic activity is surrounding. Light is breaking chains that have been in your family line for generations. Patterns of loss, failure, and spiritual stagnation are ending because you dared to open this heavenly message. Do not underestimate this moment. If you had skipped it, the blessings prepared for you might have remained locked away for another season. But your obedience has set a heavenly plan into motion that cannot be reversed. Archangel Michael says, there are healing waters flowing from heaven into your life. If you have carried physical, emotional, or spiritual wounds, prepare for supernatural restoration. Broken pieces are being gathered and reformed into something far stronger and more radiant than before. In your finances, expect unusual favor. Debts will dissolve, unexpected provision will arrive, and divine wisdom will guide you to manage new levels of abundance. Where there was lack, there will now be overflow. Your household is under angelic surveillance. Darkness that once tried to dwell there is being driven out by the power of divine light. Peace will reign in your home as angels set a hedge of protection around it. Loved ones you've prayed for will experience miraculous turnarounds. Relationships once strained will begin to mend. The love and unity you thought impossible will be restored by the hand of God. Archangel Michael says, the key to this blessing is your faith. Even a mustard seed of belief is enough to unlock what heaven has prepared. You don't need perfect understanding. You simply need to trust that heaven does not make mistakes. A season of acceleration is beginning now. What normally takes years will happen in months. What seemed unreachable will suddenly land in your hand. Time itself is bending in your favor because heaven has commanded speed over your blessings. Miracles are not limited to certain areas, they are touching every part of your life. Health, finances, love, purpose, and destiny are being upgraded simultaneously. Angels are delivering breakthroughs like parcels from heaven's treasury. This is why skipping this word would have been devastating. It carries the divine blueprint for your next season. Without it, you might have wandered in uncertainty, but with it, you step confidently into favor prepared by God's own hand. I, Archangel Michael, leave you with this charge. Stand firm. Guard your spirit from run. Remain open to divine instructions that will come in dreams, whispers, and signs in the days ahead. You are not alone. Heaven is closer to you than your own breath. And remember, this message was sent because you are chosen, cherished, and destined for greatness beyond imagination. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, even as you read, unseen armies of light are surrounding you. They are rejoicing because they know what is about to happen in your life. They have witnessed every moment you've struggled, every time darkness tried to silence your prayers, and now they are preparing to escort you into the fulfillment of promises long delayed. Heaven has declared this moment as irreversible. The chains that kept you bound are not just loosening, they are being shattered forever. You will never return to the level of limitation you once knew, because divine elevation is taking root in your life. You may have wondered why so many hardships found their way to you while others seemed to walk in ease. The reason is simple: your calling carries extraordinary weight. Greatness requires refinement, and every tear, every battle, every sleepless night has been shaping you into someone the heavens can now elevate. Archangel Michael says, the trials were not punishment, they were preparation. The darkness was loud because your light was destined to shine brighter than most. Today, that light is breaking through. The universe itself is responding to the decree God has issued over your name. Alignments are happening on levels you cannot see yet, but will soon experience tangibly. From this point forward, you will notice supernatural shifts. Conversations that once ended in rejection will now end in acceptance. Doors that once refused to open will now swing wide with favor. Enemies who plotted against you will stumble before they can redeem you. Archangel Michael says, there is no force in existence that can halt the blessing wave now moving toward you. The throne of heaven has spoken, and angels have been dispatched to ensure delivery. You have been in a spiritual wilderness for too long. But hear this, the wilderness season is ending. Streams are forming in deserts, and flowers are blooming in places once barren. This is a prophetic sign of your own transformation. Fruitfulness is overtaking dryness. Your life will not just be restored, it will be multiplied. Relationships, opportunities, and blessings will come in double measure to compensate for everything the enemy tried to steal. Archangel Michael says, this is divine justice. Heaven is repaying you for your silent suffering. The reward will exceed the pain. There are whispers in the heavenly courts right now, your name being spoken among angels and elders before the presence of God. These whispers are not mere conversations, they are commands. Instructions are being released for your promotion, your protection, and your restoration. Even in your sleep, these divine operations will continue. Angels will visit your dreams, planting visions of the future you are stepping into. Signs will appear in your waiting hours, confirming what your spirit already knows. God has moved on your behalf. Archangel Michael says, child, your enemies will not understand how quickly your circumstances turn. They will watch doors open for you that they thought were locked forever. They will witness blessings flow in ways they cannot explain. This is because what is happening is not man-made, it is heaven-made. What is being released now is bigger than a single miracle. This is a kingdom assignment, a total shift that will affect every area of your life and ripple out to touch those connected to you. Your testimony will not be small. It will bring glory to God in a way that draws others to hope again. Do not fear sudden changes that begin to happen around you. Some people will leave your life without explanation. Opportunities you thought you needed may disappear. Understand this, heaven is clearing your path. Anything not aligned with your new season is being gently removed to make room for greater bliss. Archangel Michael says, trust the divine pruning. It is not loss, it is divine preparation. Everything that remains will be unshakable. Your health is under a supernatural covenant. Where sickness tried to linger, healing is now flooding your body. Hidden ailments are being uprooted by angelic touch. A wave of restoration is cleansing you from within, bringing renewed strength and vitality for the next chapter of your journey. Financial barriers are collapsing. What took years to gather will soon come in months or even weeks. Angels of provision are delivering resources that will not only sustain you, but empower you to bless others abundantly. Archangel Michael says, injustice that once marked your life will no longer define it. Legal matters, disputes, or situations where you were wrongfully treated are now being overturned in your favor. What was meant for your harm will become the very evidence of your victory. People from your past who doubted or dismissed you will watch in awe as God elevates you publicly. They will know that only divine power could bring such a transformation. Even the atmosphere in your home is changing. A divine fragrance is filling your space, driving out heaviness, tension, and spiritual oppression. You will feel a tangible peace resting upon your home, a sign that angelic hosts are now stationed around your dwelling. Your prayers for loved ones are reaching full. Family members lost in confusion will find clarity. Broken hearts will be mended. Relationships torn apart will feel the gentle hand of reconciliation guided by heavenly messengers. Archangel Michael says, I am sharpening your discernment. In the coming days, you will sense spiritual truths more strongly. You will know which voices to trust and which ones to walk away from. Divine wisdom will guide every decision, ensuring your path remains aligned with heaven's blueprint. This clarity will lead you to divine partnerships. People carrying keys to your destiny will appear at the right time, offering opportunities, mentorship, and connections that were previously out of reach. Do not underestimate the power of what is being declared over you now. The scroll of your destiny is unrolling rapidly. Each word written in light is being enacted by angels assigned to your life. Archangel Michael says, from this moment, nothing in your life will remain the same. Transformation is inevitable. Victory is guaranteed. The heavens are celebrating because your breakthrough is finally arrived. Even when storms rise around you, remember this message. Let it anchor your faith. These words are not temporary encouragement, they are eternal truth spoken from the throne of heaven. Blessings are not just coming, they are overtaking you. Grace is not just touching you, it is clothing. Favor is not just passed by, it is dwelling with you permanently. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, the angels of heaven are still rejoicing, for with every word you take in, the light around you grows stronger. Darkness that once clung to you is fleeing rapidly. The spiritual chains you carried unknowingly are breaking one by one, and your name is echoing in the heavenly courts as one who has stepped fully into divine alignment. This is not a blessing that touches one corner of your life, it is a complete transformation. The doors opening for you will change how you think, how you live, and how you walk in the world. It will not be a momentary rise, but a permanent shift into the destiny written for you by God's own hand. Your path forward will not resemble your past. Every limitation that defined your old seasons is being stripped away. Or you will soon feel a weight lift from your shoulders, as if invisible hands are removing burdens you thought you had to carry forever. Archangel Michael says, "Beloved, your steps are now guided by a light that cannot fail. Every trap set before you is collapsing. What was impossible for you before is becoming effortless because heaven itself is walking ahead of you. The divine plan for your life is unfolding like a celestial tapestry, each thread carefully woven to form a destiny more beautiful than you imagined. In the days ahead, expect divine instructions. Angels will whisper ideas and directions into your spirit that may surprise you. These ideas will not be from human reasoning, they will be supernatural downloads meant to fast-track your blessings. You may wake up with sudden clarity about a decision. You may feel an unexplainable urge to take a certain action or reach out to someone. These nudges are not coincidences, they are angelic guidance steering you toward prepared miracles. Archangel Michael says, "I am standing guard over every promise you've been waiting for." No thief in the spiritual realm can steal it, and no power of darkness can delay. What belongs to you is descending now like rain from the heaven. Financial doors will open in unexpected ways. Hidden opportunities that were blocked are now visible. People in positions of influence will suddenly remember your name and extend invitations that shift your entire trajectory. Your health, too, is under divine healing. Even unseen ailments, the ones doctors have overlooked or misdiagnosed, are being addressed by heavenly touch. From the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, divine energy is flowing, restoring cells, organs, and systems with supernatural precision. The heaviness in your mind and heart is lifting. Emotional wounds buried deep are being gently healed by angelic presence. Soon you will notice an unshakable joy rising within you, a joy that has nothing to do with circumstances, but everything to do with the power of heaven surrounding you. Archangel Michael says, where you were overlooked, you will now be recognized. Where doors slammed in your face, they will now swing wide with honor. The shame you once endured is turning into a testimony that will uplift many others. Those who doubted you will soon see undeniable evidence that you are chosen. What they thought was your end will prove to be your divine end. The tables are turning in ways that will leave even your adversary speechless. Your home is becoming a sanctuary of light. Angels are cleansing every corner, removing energies that caused unrest or conflict. Peace will settle so heavily over your dwelling that everyone who enters will feel it. Family members you've prayed for are not forgotten. Seeds planted in faith are sprouting now. Conversations that seemed impossible will begin naturally, leading to healing and restored unity. Archangel Michael says, "Child of God, I am giving you new armor not to fight endless battles but to walk in unshakable victory." This armor carries divine wisdom, spiritual strength, and protection that makes you untouchable to forces of darkness. Your discernment is sharpening. No longer will you be deceived by false friends or misleading opportunity. You will recognize truth instantly and walk confidently on the path heaven has carved for you. This message is a prophetic turning point. Without it, much of what is now unlocking could have remained sealed for another season. But you chose to open it, and by doing so, you aligned with the precise moment God ordained for your breakthrough. From this point forward, delays will feel foreign to you. Where once you waited endlessly for blessings to manifest, now you will experience sudden, unexplainable breakthroughs. Divine timing has shifted to divine acceleration. Archangel Michael says, "Beloved, you have entered a covenant moment. Heaven is signing decrees with your name on them, stamping them with eternal approval. Angels are dispatched as messengers to deliver what has already been decided in your favor. Do not fear when your life begins to change rapidly. Relationships, locations, and even old routines may fall away. Trust that every shift is heaven's hand positioning you for greater victories. Even as you rest at night, spiritual operations will continue. Angels will stand watch at your door. Demonic plans will be intercepted and destroyed before they can reach. Dreams carrying divine instruction will visit you, preparing your spirit for the wonders ahead. When you wake, signs will confirm what your heart already senses, that heaven has surrounded you with blessings too powerful to be denied. Archangel Michael says, "The scroll of your destiny is still opening. We have only begun to unveil the treasures hidden for this season." As you continue to believe, layer upon layer of miracles will unfold until you are fully immersed in divine abundance. Prepare for testimonies that will astonish you. Situations you once deemed hopeless will flip entirely. Divine justice will set wrongs right in dramatic fashion. Your influence will expand. People you've never met will speak of your work, your heart, and your transformation. Doors to places and stages you never dreamed of will open, allowing your voice and light to reach far and wide. Archangel Michael says, "Your life will become a beacon, guiding others out of darkness." This is why the blessing must be great. It carries not only your freedom, but the freedom of many others connected to your destiny. Even nature will respond to this shift. You will notice unusual signs in creation: birds drawing near, sudden calming breezes, unexpected rainbows, each a confirmation that heaven's hand is actively moving around it. Your journey from this moment on will not just be marked by blessings, but by divine encounters. Miraculous meetings with people carrying keys to your destiny. Conversations that redirect your path toward unimaginable elevation. Archangel Michael says, "This is the appointed hour. The windows of heaven are open, pouring out blessings you will not have room to contain. Fear not, beloved, every detail of your future is secured in the hands of God. The angels are still moving. This is only the beginning of the outpouring that will define the rest of your life. Heaven is waiting to reveal even more. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, "The heavenly scroll has not yet finished unfolding. I have been commanded to continue speaking because the Father's plan for you is vast and layered like a divine tapestry. What you have read so far is only the opening of a door, a glimpse into the light that is rushing into your life. But there is more, much more. Your name is resonating in heaven like a melody that angels recognize. Every time your spirit cries out, a sound reaches the throne of God. This sound has moved the heavens, and today the response has come not with whispers, but with a decree that cannot be broken. You shall rise. You shall walk in divine blessing. You shall see victory. all. Child of light, you may not realize it, but you have already shifted realms. The moment you chose to receive this message, your spirit crossed a threshold. The place where curses lingered has been vacated, and you have entered the realm where only blessings dwell. Archangel Michael says, even as you stand still, angels are running ahead of you. They are tearing down walls, unlocking gates, and laying paths with golden light. You will not have to fight the battles you thought were yours. Heaven has already won them for you. Understand this, beloved, the blessing coming to you is not just provision, it is transformation. It is meant to establish you as a light bearer, someone whose very presence shifts atmospheres and breaks chains for others. There is a crown prepared for you, not a physical one, but a spiritual coronation. You have endured seasons where you were treated like the least, where your worth was questioned, where you were cast aside. But now, heaven says, we are placing honor on your head that no human hand can remove. The path before you will be filled with divine signs. You will see repeating numbers, hear your name spoken in unusual ways, and feel divine chills as confirmation of angelic presence. These are not coincidences, they are heavenly signatures marking the fulfillment of prophet. Archangel Michael says, do not dismiss these signs. Each one is a divine whisper, reminding you that you are not walking alone. Every step is accompanied by the sound of angelic wings, guiding you toward your destined throne. Your spiritual vision is being sharpened. You will begin to notice the presence of light where darkness once prevailed. Insights will drop into your spirit about situations you could not understand before. What was once confusing will now appear simple because divine wisdom is becoming your companion. Even as you read these words, angels are removing spiritual veils from your eyes. Soon, you will discern who is truly for you and who has been secretly working against you. This revelation will protect you and position you for greater breakthroughs. Archangel Michael says, beloved, every spiritual battle you fought alone has been brought before the heavenly courts. Justice has been rendered in your favor. The enemy's accusations have been silenced, and your name has been written in the scroll of victory. This heavenly verdict is final. No power, no curse, no generational burden can overturn what has been decreed over your life. Your future is secured in divine authority. Blessings are coming in waves, not drops, not streams, but waves that will overwhelm you with goodness. Opportunities will knock simultaneously, miracles will overlap, and breakthroughs will follow one another until your life overflows with undeniable evidence of God's hand. This abundance is not for selfish gain, but to position you as a channel of divine generosity. You will uplift others, open doors for those in need, and spread hope like wildfire. Heaven is trusting you with wealth, wisdom, and influence because you have proven faithful in hardship. Archangel Michael says, where you were ignored, you will now be pursued. Where you were silenced, your voice will now echo across nations. And where you were hidden, heaven will place you on platforms you never sought, but are now prepared to carry. This sudden rise will not be understood by everyone. Some will question how it happened so quickly, but you will know it was not by human effort, but by divine intervention. Even your enemies will unknowingly serve your purpose. Those who set traps will find themselves ensnared by their own plans, while you walk freely toward elevation. Their attempts to curse you will become blessings redirected to your favor. Archangel Michael says, this is divine reversal. The very hands that tried to push you down will witness angels lifting you higher than they imagined possible. The heavens are not only blessing you, they are protecting what is coming. No thief, spiritual or physical, can steal your inheritance this time. In past seasons, blessings slipped away, opportunities vanished, and dreams crumbled before they could manifest. But now, a heavenly seal is covering every gift with your name, or you will receive, or you will keep it. You will mauled up. Archangel Michael says, even your laughter will change. The sound of despair that once echoed in your heart will be replaced with unstoppable joy. This joy will heal not only you, but everyone who encounters your presence. Peace will reign over your night. Where once you tossed and turned with worry, angelic wings will now shield you, granting you rest so deep it feels like being held in the arms of heaven. Your story is about to shock those who thought they knew you. The version of you they remember wounded, tired, overlooked will soon be unrecognizable. A new glory is about to rest upon you, radiant and undeniable. Archangel Michael says, this transformation is not cosmetic, it is supernatural. The light of God is saturating your being, making you a living testimony of heaven's power. You will not have to announce your breakthrough. It will be evident. Your aura, your presence, your results will speak louder than words. People will say, surely, this one walks with angels. Divine partnerships are forming. Individuals aligned with your destiny are being drawn to you. They carry keys you need, and you carry answers they've been seeking. Together, these connections will unlock purposes too great to accomplish alone. Archangel Michael says, the time of wandering is over. You will no longer feel lost or uncertain about your path. Divine maps are being placed in your spirit, showing you clear directions for every step ahead. Even when storms arise, you will walk through them untouched, like Daniel in the lion's den, like Shadrach in the fire, because angels will stand as barriers between you and harm. Blessings will not wait for someday, they are moving out. As you finish reading this, align your heart with expectation. What you hope for will begin to materialize swiftly, stunning even those who have prayed with you. Archangel Michael says, you are chosen. You are protected. You are stepping into the greatest outpouring your life has ever known. And no door of blessing will ever close again. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, the heavens are still open, and this message is not finished because the outpouring over your life has only begun. Angels are circling around you, forming a protective wall of light. Every word spoken here is being etched into your spirit as a permanent seal that darkness cannot erase. This moment is divine history being written. Future generations will talk about this shift in your lineage, the moment when you, the chosen vessel, broke the cycle of loss and stepped into divine glory. You are not only receiving blessings for yourself, you are unlocking favor for everyone connected to your name. Beloved child, look around you not with human eyes, but with your spirit. Can you feel it? The weight of heaviness that clung to you for years is lifting. Angels are dismantling chains passed down through family lines. The tears of ancestors who prayed for change are being answered through you right now. Archangel Michael says, you have been selected as the divine breaker, the one through whom heaven rebuilds what darkness tried to destroy. The blessings coming to you will ripple through time, healing wounds of generations. The shift will be sudden. One day, it will seem like nothing has changed, and the next, miracles will unfold rapidly. Finances, health, opportunities, and relationships will align so perfectly that you will know without doubt that this is not human effort, it is heaven's intervention. You will witness divine timing so precise it will silence every question you ever had about delays. What once felt like unanswered prayers will now appear as perfectly arranged blessings arriving at the appointed moment. Archangel Michael says, "Child, I have been commanded to deliver this truth. What is coming is irreversible. It cannot be stolen, blocked, or delayed. The word has gone forth from the throne of God, and it will not return empty. You are stepping into a divine covenant, a holy agreement between you and heaven that ensures you will never walk alone again. Angels will be stationed at every corner of your life, watching, guiding, and protecting what has been entrusted to you. Your influence will grow beyond what you imagine, not through fame for its own sake, but through impact that transforms lives. People will draw strength and hope simply by witnessing your journey. Where you once felt small, you will now stand as a pillar of divine. This elevation is not temporary. Unlike worldly rises and falls, this divine lifting is permanent because it is rooted in eternal decree, not fleeting human approval. Archangel Michael says, even now, the spiritual atmosphere is shifting around you. Barriers are collapsing, demonic strongholds are crumbling, and every shadow hiding your blessings is fleeing before the light of heaven. There will be visible signs, long-lost opportunities resurfacing suddenly. Unexplained favor from people in authority. Financial breakthroughs arriving from unexpected sources. Dreams and visions guiding your next steps with clarity. Your voice is receiving heavenly amplification. Words you speak will carry divine power to bring peace, healing, and breakthroughs to others. Conversations you thought were ordinary will change lives because the Spirit of God will rest on your tongue. Archangel Michael says, you will not even need to defend yourself against accusations or lies. Truth will follow you like a shield, and angels will expose every hidden scheme meant to harm. From this moment, confusion and uncertainty are dissolving. Your mind will feel lighter, clearer, and more focused than it has in need. Creative ideas, problem-solving strategies, and divine revelations will flow through you effortlessly because the Spirit of wisdom is being poured out upon you. Even financial management will become easy. You will find yourself making wise decisions naturally, avoiding traps that once drained your resources. This is because divine counsel is now guiding every action you take. Archangel Michael says, "Beloved, there are divine scrolls being opened in heaven with your name written in radiant light. These scrolls contain promises yet to be fulfilled, land, wealth, connections, and spiritual gifts you have not yet seen. I have been ordered to ensure these scrolls are delivered to you on earth. This is why you cannot afford to turn away from this message. Every word is unlocking layers of blessings that were sealed until this very moment of your life. The change will not just be felt by you. People around you will notice it even before you speak. Some will be drawn to your light for guidance, while others carrying dark intentions will flee because they cannot withstand the divine aura surrounding you. Archangel Michael says, your presence will become a sanctuary. People will feel peace when they're near you. Even your shadow will carry blessing and protection, because heaven's light will rest so heavily upon you. Beloved child, expect angelic visitations. Some will come in dreams. Others may appear in fleeting forms during your waking hours. They will carry messages, instructions, and confirmations to guide you safely into every prepared blessing. Miracles will feel natural. What you once thought required struggle will unfold with ease. This is because angels are handling what you used to fight for alone. Archangel Michael says, the time of spiritual drought has ended. Rivers of abundance are flowing into your life, nourishing every dry place. Gardens of hope are blooming where you only saw desolation before. Expect healing not just in your body, but in your soul. Emotional wounds long buried will be lifted off your spirit, replaced by unshakable joy and courage to walk into your destiny. Your steps will be marked by divine appointments. Each encounter will feel purposeful because strangers will offer help unexpectedly, doors will open when you least expect, and resources will appear precisely when needed. This is heaven's perfect orchestration in action. Archangel Michael says, this is not coincidence. This is kingdom alignment. Every angel in your heavenly assignment is working in unity to ensure no blessing is missed and no destiny delayed. Beloved, remember this: no power of darkness can close a door God has opened. Not now, motto. As you receive these words, the locks are snapping, chains are breaking, and the hinges of your blessing door are swinging wide forever. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, beloved child, the message continues because heaven's river has not yet stopped flowing. You have unlocked a heavenly scroll that keeps revealing blessing upon blessing, layer upon layer, each more powerful than the last. This is not a fleeting moment, it is a permanent shift in your destiny. Even as you read these words, angels are being dispatched to locations connected to your life. They are touching people, places, and circumstances, aligning them with your divine elevation. It is like a celestial army moving pieces of a puzzle until the image of your promised life is fully revealed. Archangel Michael says, the Father has declared you unstoppable. Every plot designed to make you fail is dissolving before it can touch you. Chains once wrapped around your feet are falling, and your spirit is rising like a lion prepared for victory. Your dreams are not renewed. Those visions you've had, the flashes of light, the whispers in the night, the sense that something great is near, these were divine signals preparing you for this moment. Now, they are no longer distant promises but imminent realities. Blessings will arrive in layers of acceleration. First, peace will flood your heart, ending long seasons of inner turmoil. Then, provision will pour into your hands, freeing you from cycles of lack. Next, honor will cloak you publicly, giving you platforms you never saw. Finally, divine expansion will make you a beacon of hope for others searching for light. Archangel Michael says, this is not just success, it is divine transformation. When people see you, they will see the evidence of heaven's favor. There will be a divine rearrangement of people around you. Some who could not handle the new weight of your blessing will quietly exit. Others chosen to help you steward these miracles will appear suddenly and faithfully. Beloved, do not grieve those who leave. Do not chase after doors that close. These shifts are surgical moves by heaven, cutting away what hinders you and attaching you to what accelerates you. Archangel Michael says, beloved, your hands will no longer toil in vain. What you touch will prosper. Seeds you plant will bear fruit in extraordinary ways, for divine multiplication rests upon you now. Even your words will carry news of hope. When you speak life over situations, they will change. When you declare breakthrough, doors will open. Angels will partner with your words to manifest blessings rapidly. Your home will be visited by angels of light. Some nights, you may feel warmth or see a faint glow. Do not fear. This is heaven's reassurance that your dwelling is now a sanctuary where darkness cannot enter. Loved ones you've prayed for will experience radical light. Even those who seemed furthest from light will be drawn back, guided by angelic hands and divine. Archangel Michael says, "Child of destiny, divine health is flowing into your being. Old ailments are leaving, and your body is being renewed to carry the weight of your new season. Strength, energy, and vitality are returning to you in supernatural measure." In the spiritual realm, the book of your life is being turned to a new chapter. The old stories of suffering and delay are closing forever. Angels are writing a radiant chapter filled with triumphs, blessings, and heavenly faith. Beloved, even the ground you walk on is shifting. Places where you were once rejected will now welcome you. Land and properties meant for you are being released by divine decree. Archangel Michael says, ownership is being transferred into your hands not by human power, but by the authority of heaven. You will walk on land and live in spaces that were divinely reserved for you long ago. Financial breakthroughs are coming swiftly. Debts will vanish in ways you cannot explain. Contracts, inheritances, and opportunities that were withheld are now released. Resources will flow to you without struggle because divine provision has been commanded. This is not just enough to survive, it is enough to overflow, to bless, to transform the lives of others. Archangel Michael says, the glory upon you will be visible. People will see light in your countenance and peace in your step. Even strangers will feel compelled to help you, not knowing they are responding to angelic influence. Your prayers, even the ones you forgot you prayed, are all being answered in rapid succession. Heaven kept every tear, every word, every sigh of faith, and now they return as multiplied blessings. Beloved, remember, what is happening now is not temporary. This is a permanent covenant moment. The angels surrounding you are sealing your future with divine security. No scheme of man or demon can undo what has been set in motion. Archangel Michael says, your future generations will walk in blessing because of what is happening today. The chains you break now will never touch your children or their children. Even nature is responding to your blessing. See it. You may notice sudden calmness in storms, rainbows after rain, or birds singing near your window unexpectedly. These are signs from heaven whispering, all is aligning in your faith. Doors you thought were permanently closed will open without you even knocking. People who once doubted you will apologize and honor you publicly. Archangel Michael says, you will not have to fight for recognition. Heaven's hand will lift you so high that no man can ignore your eye. The throne room has decided, and earth must align with heaven's verdict. Every day forward will bring new signs of this divine elevation. Unexpected calls, supernatural opportunities, miracles in health and finance, all pointing to one truth: God has chosen you for this very hour. I tell you now, the blessing door you feared might close is now held wide open by heavenly power. No force can shut it. You are stepping through it with angels on either side, carrying treasures prepared before time begins. Archangel Michael says, you have waited long enough. You have cried long enough. The time for sorrow is over. Welcome to your era of divine blessing that will never be reversed. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20.